before I started talking. And I wouldn't mind have been there many, many times. But just so you know, I'm actually driving an Arctic. So it's a Scania. It's only a little 6-pot, 450 regulars for top line. For our tools, I'll throw a thumbnail up, you'll be able to see it. For anybody who's even remotely at all, even, interested. So I do, well actually this was my 6th day. Usually start Sunday nights at about 9, half 9, and finish late on a Friday, and I'm out all week in the truck. It's really handy work, and they're fucking brilliant people. Oh, by the way, I'm probably going to use a bit of foul language. I'm going to try not to. There will be times where, you kind of, you have to, because there are idiots on the road. But I'll try and keep her child safe for anybody who wants to listen or watch it. There, just to see the colours, they're almost, I know everybody's perception and perspective and all those interesting words are much different, but beauty is beauty, I think. Now you will hear me sniffling a little bit, but that's it. I think I have a dose of, or a minor dose of, not even a wave. That's the yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna wind myself up. Hay fever. That's the word. One thing you will get to realise about driving around Ireland, if ever you're driving around Ireland, is that it isn't the land of the 1,000 welcomes, the Kate Mila Fulton horse shite. We've turned into a much different nation, and this isn't about immigration or anything, by the way, this is just about the Irish people. When the Celtic Tiger started in the mid-19 to late 1990s, Irish people got a bit uppity, and they realised that because they had money, because they were buying nice cars, nice houses, nice clothes, that gave them the God-given right to, well, I think in their mind they paid so much for the car and so much road tax and so much for insurance that they decided that, well, I should be able to drive pretty much all over the road. And manners and good road etiquette, and that stopped being taught in the driving tests, driving lessons. So it stopped being something that people practiced. You'll see that at junctions and when you're trying to get out onto obviously the road to the motorway. Just how big ignorant people have become. And that goes for truck drivers, and that even goes for the older. And I'll put my hands up and I'll say that even goes for me. I've been a bit of a there's a beating a dick on the road a lot too. No excuse. I'm not gonna try and say what everybody else is, so I should. I know it's not really much fun to watch this. You can't really see. It's not like I'm driving along coastal road or anything. But I just thought if it's even remotely like something that you found even a small bit interesting. Maybe I could do another one on another road. I might get lucky and they might actually start sending me on interesting collections. Up until last night, I was usually being sent on Dublin Cork, Dublin Waterford, Dublin Killarney, nearly all motorway. Not interesting at all. Now I don't know whether the microphone is picking up the banging clatters, and I don't know whether the road you can really tell from it. But these are horrendous, really, really horrendous roads. These would be regional roads, so these would have an R class classification. And you got our national roads, which have an N classification. The N roads, the national roads, are as bad as the regional roads in some places. And it's not that nobody gives a shit. It's probably just funding the local councils, and I don't know. That's what I presume anyway. Yeah, Saturday evening, and just coming back into the Manway here now. This is the way that I came out. Castle Street in a second. I just hope there was an awful lot of parked cars on it yesterday, or early hours this morning. Myself to it now, so keep the fingers crossed for me here, because this could get really hairy. Back out to let me out, which you don't see very much of. Off camera there you couldn't see me, but I was giving the guy who reversed back out of the junction a big wave you have to do in Ireland is just keep going. I think it's the same in many Eastern European countries, from what I can tell. Just keep driving at them and smile and wave so you disarm them, so that they don't jump out of the car and start screaming and shouting and there's a sign, the site of the ambush. A very Irish thing, I suppose, isn't it? To actually put on their own sign. Slán while you safe home. Before anybody asks, I have barely, if nothing, ability to speak Irish. I know a couple of football, couple of words, couple of football. There you go. Down here at night, and I'll be honest, I did not spare the horses. I drove like an absolute headbanger along these roads because I was in the middle of them all the way. Now I've got a good bit of weight on, so I shan't be doing that on the way back up because I am heavy and I'm driving a 4x2 tractor unit. And as you can see, or I don't even know whether that's noticeable on the camera. But these roads are horrendous. Trying not to situate myself in the ditch. I'm going to pull over here for a second because I want to check something. And I want to let this traffic pass me. And if you indulge me, I'm just want to check something. Well, everything seems like it's still in the same place that I left it. The reason why I pulled over is because we did come under a rather large bough of a tree and I heard a bang. And like any good responsible bangs or clatters. It doesn't look like there are. Right, onward. So yeah, we do all Ireland, all UK, and a decent dose of European tool transport. Great crowd. Now I'm not blowing the whistle. We're not blowing the trumpet for them. They are a really, really cool company to work for. Now, people would say I'm only with them for 2 months, so there's still a shine that will erode. But I'm hoping that it doesn't. Hasn't turned into cream cheese or something worse. I've got 2 motorbikes behind me, so because I'm holding them up, I'm going to pull in a second and just let them pass. Much of a wave off anyone. The first guy on the motorbike did give me a wave, but it was a bit abrupt when I put it, but they were sitting rather close to me. See an awful lot of pedestrians along roads like these as well, out walking. Cyclists. Fucking mean, brilliant, what are you doing? Lovely people. Lovely lycra wearing people. Recycling gangs. About 100. Not fun to try and negotiate your way around them, because they now have been given the same kind of status in Ireland as in Holland. The only thing is, in Holland they have the infrastructure to accommodate cyclists. In Ireland we don't. Our infrastructure in Ireland just about facilitates cars and a truck, and it's mayhem. Add cyclists, a truck and cars. Yeah, well, that's the recipe for absolute. Yeah. Jesus, I'm driving 30 minutes already. I'm talking 30 minutes already. telling you already, which so am I? I will be 50 this year. 30 years truck driving. Well, 28th. That's quite scary to say that out loud. I'm surprised I actually made it this far in life. I don't know whether you saw that. There's a man who's in a hurry. He must be a fireman. No, I don't know whether you can see the hedgerow on the left hand side. It's been chopped. This used to be mirror breakers because the hedgerow was so heavy, thick, and it sat out onto the road. And let's face it, when you're trying to stay on your side of the white line, it's rather difficult then not to clatter outcrops of heavy brush and bush, whatever. Yeah, it is. Saturday, inside the traffic would be a little bit heavier on these roads as people like to get out and about. We're not quite into holiday season yet, so but these roads will just be rammed with cyclists, motorbikes, campers, caravans, pretty much anything and everything with wheels or not. I would have liked to have stopped there for a cup of coffee. But anyway, yeah, so nearly fun time season. Yeah, so I woke up this afternoon after having my break. And woke up with a shitty headache, really sore throat, and I think I'm just a little bit dehydrated. But I did eat a lot of chocolate. At about 5 o'clock this morning. 5 o'clock this morning, I was watching the Chereau podcast, and I bought myself probably too much chocolate. But you know when it's like a tube of Pringles, when you pop, you can't stop. So So when I woke up, there was wrappers and chocolate everywhere, and the Joe Rogan podcast, I think, had long since finished it, because I have it on autoplay on YouTube. I don't know, because my search history is kind of strange, so I'm not going to tell you, but I think UFOs, abductions, all that kind of good stuff. So going to be, if anybody ever even does watch this, God forbid you actually do, but probably no harm in. I'm not an educationalist. I just love driving trucks. If there was no laws and regulations that we had to know about, learn about, whatever else, I'd be a very happy. 25 years ago, I was a very happy man, because like Ireland was a cowboy country in that respect. We were the last on the western frontier of Europe, and we didn't really like other people telling us what to do. The Brits, but so we had a bit of a go fuck yourself way about us, and laws and regulations, because we're in such a corrupt country. Laws and regulations didn't really apply to us. We tended to make them up as we were going on. So like when I was a lot younger, I was driving a rigid on a car licence, then driving an Arctic on a rigid licence, which is not legal, and got stopped by the Irish guards, the police, if you don't know. Many times asked to produce my driver licence, and they said, alright, that's great, fair play to you, off you go. So there you go. It's not like that anymore. I suppose I should add, thankfully, we're a much more progressive society now. So there's another service I'd like to pull in. Continue, and we'll find some way to get a cup of coffee after I have finished. Actually, once I get back out to the main Cork and Kerry road, I'll stop recording, and once I've found somewhere to get, because I really do need the coffee. I don't even know what I was talking about there. As my mammy would say, you can't remember what you're talking about. There's probably a lie. And it probably was a lie. But no, yeah, that's it. I'm not going to be telling you about laws and regulations, because I don't know. And I'd end up sounding like a complete donkey, because somebody would find me out and pull me up. So the best thing for me to do is just do this, talk absolute marbles, and if this gets watched by one person, I'll be doing well. Shocking parts of the road there with the skid marks and with the bits of engine and oil sumps and stuff that have clattered into the grill. These roads are really, really bad. Just like, you can't really tell from me travelling along them. I don't think it's translating very well through the camera, because there's anti-shock and shit like that built into the camera. Now I have a truck phone that I was going to set up, and just from the truck idling, the screen was wobbling. It's not a good phone phone. Obviously it's a truck phone, so they're not going to give you anything special. It is a smartphone, it's just not that smart. Just as well, this is smell-o-vision. Just went past a piggery, and the smell from the piggery, it would bring tears to a glass eye. That's pretty much the only way to describe that. So I know this is rather bland what you're watching, and I do apologise. Which is probably why I'm talking so much. It's all filler and no thriller, as the man say. So, and to add insult to injury, we've got a really bad back. Couple of falls and a couple of injuries along the way. Really shockingly bad. I fell on my coccyx, not on my coccyx. I don't know whether you can see me that time when I walk past the camera. I'm 18 stone, roughly, give or take a stone or two. I know some people will say, Jesus Barry, you don't look 18 stone. Thanks very much if that's what you're thinking, but I am. I carry it well. So even I drive like most Scania drivers do, with the air dumped down of the seat, and it's flat in the front. Now that's actually a more comfier for me, a more comfier position than having the seat inflated with air, because sometimes on a bad road you can get a bit of a bad shock and the seat will come down and crash into the seat frame, and you'll get a jolt through your back, which is exactly what I don't need. But with the air duct in front of the seat, I'm sitting with all of my weight, which, as I said, I'm not a svelte, skinny lad. I'm a chunky fucker. So, yeah, I don't even know what the point was to all of that meandering. God, going on tangents, just, well, that's me, just go off on tangents. I'll cycle back to at some point the point I was trying to make. I don't even know if there's a point to be made. I think I was just talking absolute bollocks. I think it was something about the state of the roads, or it might have had something to do with teaching kids stuff about. Anyway, yeah, I won't be giving you any insights into truck driving or laws or regulations or anything. Just how you do 4.5 hours, you stop for 45 and then you do another 4.5, unless you have 2 days during the week where you can do 10 hours. So you do 4.5 a break, 4.5 a break, and then another hour. You can work 3 days in the week, up to 15 hours of work, not 15 hours of driving. It's a minefield. It's the reason why I'm glad I don't do both UK and European work anymore, because you need to be a scientist to work out the regulations, the laws properly, and they vary with each and every officer that you meet. They'll all have a different interpretation of that law. So on a Tuesday, if you met John and he said, yeah, no, everything's perfect with your car and with your brakes and everything else. On Thursday in Sweden, you could meet Sven, and Sven would go, oh no, I'm going to butcher the language, so I'm not going to even try an accent, because I'm going to sound German. Something like that. Anyway, he could say, no, that's not me talking to you. He would say, no, Harry, I don't know, that sounds French now. Just, no, he would say. He would say that that's not acceptable. And I would say in return, well, John in the UK told me it was. But anyway, that's a whole other, this is where it gets a bit harsh. Oh, it's a bit spicy there. Now I have a good bit of traffic behind me, but as you can see, pulling in, it's not an option. So the traffic behind me can stay behind me, and as you can see, I'm on and over the white line because of how narrow these roads are. These roads are not made for trucks. Let's just call it a spade a short. Now, this is the village. I just have to get the name of it right now. So it is, it is actually called Bell the Block, the whole village. So if you do a right hand turn there at this special occasion, there you can see on the left hand side the Michael Collins. Anyway, you do right at that garage site, and the ambush site is out there. Now I don't have time today to go out there. Or if I can, or even if anybody's even all that interested, I might throw a thumbnail in there at that point to show you from a previous picture that I would have taken. And again, I apologise that this big, I've got this big snotty blocked head while I'm talking. I think it's hay fever. I don't think I've ever really suffered with hay fever. But I was in the middle of nowhere, and I think there was some harvesting going on, so I don't know. But I do have a rather raspy throat. And still a bit of a headache, so I'll have to pick up some headache tablets along the way at some point. But definitely a cup of coffee and another bottle of water. Water. It's a lovely stream we're running alongside here. A babbling brook, as you can probably see. I don't think it's babbling, and I don't think it's a brook. And let's face it, it's far from babbling brooks that I was raised. Actually, it's not, that's a lie, because I lived in an area called Millbrook, and there was actually a river across from where we lived, so I'm presuming that's what that was originally called, is a brook. So it wasn't far from a babbling brook that I was raised. It's actually just across the field. Right, so I'm not actually too far away from being back. And when I say civilization, I don't mean that in a derogatory way or a smart out way. I just mean back to relatively okay roads where they're not, as the Americans would call it, switchbacks. Now, if ever I get sent down here again from where I got sent from last night, and I take the road, I will take that road. It's in the darkness. Maybe I'll see if the camera works at night time. Well, I don't mean it works at night time. Obviously it'll work at night time. I just be worried that I won't pick up enough light to give you any sort of an idea of the roads that I was traveling. actually we're alright. Too far away from a minute, well, I'll be back onto what's known as the National 22. We've just been driving along regional, I don't know, 569 or something like that. So the National 22 is what we're going to be going on to now, which joins Killarney and Cork. Killarney being in Kerry, in Cork. That's Cork City, being in Cork, as you can see from the sign. Although the sign says Tralee, that's more really what it. This road is horrendous to get out of. At the height of the holiday seasons during summer, like Ireland is just well, it used to be an awful lot more touristy. I think we've got so many different cultures in the country now that we can actually say that we're just a multi-cultural. Yeah. But still, there's a lot of tourism. I'm sorry for sniffing while I'm driving. I just the old head is rather fuzzy, and the eyes are rather itchy. Well, I thought that I would record this because I thought it was going to take so now I'm back up to the old 80, well, this truck 88, 89 kilometers an hour, and we're heading towards Cork. What I might do is record these and make it into two, so you don't get bored, because and I'm saying that now on camera, so that when you watch this part, that would make sense. I don't even know whether it makes any sense, but I'm going to keep on talking because I don't know what else to do. Now I want to come up on a turning here now for Coachford. The sign is here on your left, where those trucks are, to your left hand side now. That's the way I came in. I came down from a place called Chereau. Now, that road is not for the faint-hearted, and it's not for, you wouldn't be going that way if you were heavy. As in, I don't mean as a person, I mean the actual trailer was heavy. It's not a route you'd recommend to somebody. I came down that way because it was empty. And it's rodeo, you know, it's buckaroo, it's rather scary is what it is in some parts. There's a literal, it's pretty much 360 degrees to the driver's side, and as you go down the hill towards it, it's a good wide. I mean, I got the trailer around, no problem. It's not, but it looks ferocious. It's hairy as fuck coming down to it, and in the darkness it looks worse. Now I'm sure in the bright of the morning or in the afternoon or in the it wouldn't be as daunting, but, and I'm probably talking over the arse right now, because people probably come down there every day and go, yeah, I'd bring 99 trailers around and it would go or something. I'm sure it is. But if you're not used to it, it can be a rather shite-inducing experience. So anyway, that's where we are now. Really, what I'm looking for is, which I know, is, let's see. I don't think there are any services along this road. And if there are, they're only for cars. If there are, they're only for cars. Ireland's not that HGV friendly, in fairness. The motorways, even the services, don't have an awful lot going. They do have showers and stuff, but you need to be out in there with the hazmat suit on and some of them. I don't think they're cared for or loved as much as you might hope them to be. But then again, I think they're free. So when something is free, it's generally not going to be great. If you have to pay a premium for something, you can complain when you come back out and say, I want my money back, that place is fucking dumping now. Thing that you will begin to cotton on to in Ireland now is speed limits. We have a private company in Ireland now that have not static, they're mobile camera vans, and they're just the most evil, sadistic fucksticks you could possibly imagine. Because they aren't at accident black spots or places where historically there have been problems, like kids being knocked out. They choose hidden, nasty, sly-eye, dick fuck places to park, which is why you will see, and I've done it twice, where they've been parked on parts of the road where there's a small lay-by. So what you do is you pull in either in front of them or like whatever to block the camera. Now it takes these bastards a while to set these cameras up and to calibrate. So what you need to do is hope that you have a 45-minute break that you have to take, and that you're getting close to, having to take it. So you just wheel in front of them, and if they have the balls to get out and say to you, you need to move, that's when you fuck them out when you say, there's not a hot window, they're taking a 45 here. And that absolutely ruins their day. 45 minutes of losing potential earnings. We don't know whether these fuckers are on a commission or for catching people speeding. I'm not going on a rather long rant about speed and cat knows. But it is, in fairness, it is something that everybody hates in copper speed. I have a couple of points to be listening to myself. Say no more. Anyway, that's my rant over about. Although I'll probably rant on more for now. I think I might get myself some antihistamines for the old, this village here. I don't know whether I think this pub is closed here now. Yeah, that's closed. That used to be absolutely rammed. not with drink drivers, because they used to do field, with caravans and bands, all sorts of tourists and shit like that. Because I used to pass by, and that would have been in the late 1990s, I suppose. But it's just a shame to see the amount of businesses like that that rely so heavily on tourism. It's just so sad to see them. Because that's a part of it. Pub life is a part of our culture. Right, so this is where the national road ends. The national road ends, and we now are just about to join. That's another company we always raft as well. I don't know what's like that. Anyway, just about to join the motorway system in Ireland, which is actually quite good. But this is still the N22. It's just a dual carriageway. Sorry. Kids, don't do this on the smoker, so I don't even know why I'm telling you that, just why I was got the fire jam protected. So I'm going to crack open the window here, it's going to get a bit noisy for the next couple of minutes. Yeah. Actually joined me on a really surprising, actually, just how beautiful the weather is today. I think for the last nearly 600 days, over the last nearly 2 years, we've had the heaviest rainfall in Ireland in recorded history in Ireland. So anybody saying that there's no water or that there's a drought, come to Ireland. Beautiful blue skies, and the sun is behind us, as you can see from the shadow on the road. And there is a bit of heat there. It's still only 14 degrees. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, so I'm going to try and guess. still rather cool. It's not warm. Just a lovely day though. And for us paddies, it's a rather strange sight to see the sun come in. So as you can see, we're still 266 kilometres from Dublin. I've been driving over an hour already. That's just to get us from where we were to Cork. And we go a lot further south into the abyss that is southwest Cork. And then we go to north of Ireland as well, and to Donegal and places like that, which is just as much fun to do. I'm hoping that I do start to get the shellfish work, which brings me into places like that, so maybe the videos will be a bit more interesting. I know all you can see right now is tarmac and cars and road signs, and you're listening to this horrible voice of mine. This snot-filled voice from Dublin. So if there's anybody from the UK watching this now, they'll be laughing, because I used to do the UK an awful lot, London and Manchester. Everyone there used to get me to say 3, tell, 33, and a third. Because you guys say 33 and a third, and tell, and things like that. Whereas we don't speak the Queen's English very well, or King's English, or whatever it is now. So TH gets turned into TU. If you understand what I'm saying, I don't really understand what I'm saying either, so like you're not on your own. Ooh, we're going downhill, so take a bit of speed up to 100 kilometers an hour. I'm not. I'm actually only doing 90 really. No, I'm not speeding. In case there's any police guard, anyone that can hit me. Whereas every truck driver's dream is to see a long hill in front of them go down, because they get the speed. Because we're limited to 89. Well, most trucks are then limited to 89 kilometers an hour. It's a strange sight to see. Truck driver getting to overtake. thought that, I don't know, that my finger for there or something. I just thought it's a useless bit of information for you, but I just thought I'd add that in just so you know what's going on. So this is the South Ring Road around Cork, and this will bring me up to the Jackalin's Tunnel, which then will bring us up naturally onto the M8, which is the Cork Dublin Road, and you can also turn onto the N25 for Waterford and Wexford and Rosslare if you are so inclined. But I'm not. I'm heading for Dublin with nearly a full load of yogurts, or as again I say yogurt because I'm Irish. I think everybody else says yogurt. This is typical Irish driving. Don't know whether you saw that. The gap between me and the man in front, somebody pulled into. They wouldn't have thought. Now he's going to turn around there. What? Yeah, there you go. Would never have thought to have pulled in behind me. No. Put across 3 lanes. Sure. Fuck the truck driver. The way to Dublin because it's motorway, and I don't think I can talk that long. Maybe I could, I don't know. But I don't want to. What I'll do is I'll let you tag along until I get to Fermoy and into the Circle K there, where I'm going to refill on coffee and some rubbish food. That we need to be in is to our right, which is a shockingly bad design, I think. They've done something of the work on this and it's still shockingly bad. the Carna truck is most likely heading out the Waterford Road and for Bosclair, I would say. Maybe I'm wrong. Right, this is where you put the truck from automatic into manual. Try and get these 450 poundies to drag me up this hill. Maybe it wouldn't be a bad thing to invest in a GoPro. Obviously, the picture quality and the thing that stops it from shuddering, the anti-shutter, anti-voice into it, would be a pretty good investment. Plus you won't see the sucker for the phone or the top of the phone holder. It's in the picture right now. It's going to be a bit of behind. I wanted to avoid the screen to try and get as much as possible of the scenery, view, all that other lovely stuff. And something you might have noticed by now is that Ireland is rather green. There's lots of trees, fields. It's a lovely day, thank God, or whoever you thank yourself. I apologise for the sun there and the glare on the screen. Something that I wish I'd actually had the phone running for last night into this morning. On my way from Chereau towards Glenilen Farms, a deer just nonchalantly trotted across the road in front of me, and I was just when I was empty. It was 89 kilometers an hour, and simply there was a car coming around the corner, and I dipped the headlights, and as I did, for some reason the headlights caught the eyes of the deer as it looked. It just stood there in the middle of the road, so I slowed down and I flashed it and I blew the horn, and the car coming towards me slowed down, and the deer just alright, and off I walked, or trotted, or pranced. I don't know what deer do. The deer did that though. So there was that. As I said I didn't record because I wasn't recording at the time. Recording anything wasn't even on my mind. This only came into being, if you like, because of the anonymous European truck driver, I think Peter's name is, on YouTube, and he was recording some shitty roads that he was on. Was in Germany, I think. Anyway, he did make a comment about the roads around Ireland, and I did make a comment back at him. I said maybe I should do a video. I said I don't know if anybody would be interested. He said, "Oh, you never know." So here we are. It's down to that reason that you find yourself, or maybe you don't find yourself here. If you don't, that's okay. I wasn't really expecting it to watch this. So that's the reason. I don't. I suppose it depends on YouTube's algorithm whether anybody ever even finds this. But if fucking put as many hashtags and ads, words that I can't think of to get the algorithm to see, I don't have many followers, so I don't know how these things work. It's a mystery wrapped up in an enigma. How you become a star vlogger or whatever the fuck the term. I'm not looking to be a star, by the way. I'm just joking. I don't know how these things work. So this might never be seen by anyone. And all the last hour and a half will be the last hour and a half, maybe, or nearly 2 hours, I don't know, will just be me talking to myself, which is quite normal. In fairness, I spend an awful lot of time talking to myself, out loud too. And up until this point, nobody ever knew that. So if you ever do watch this, now you'll know that I actually talk out loud to myself. And no, I'm not a weirdo. I look like a weirdo. Actually, I'm alright, I'm sound enough. So yeah, I drive for O'Toole Transport. They're from Galway, my Cullen in Galway. But they have a depot in Blanchardstown, Dublin, where I'm from. And there's a friend of mine who suggested that I could go for it. So I applied and I got the job. So I think I already said this, I start Sunday night and I work through till Friday night. I'm out all week. The pay is really good, conditions are really good, and you have a full kitchen and canteen, showers, washroom for your clothes, all the facilities that you need. Larry O'Toole is the dad, Lawrence and Daniel are the sons, and there's other O'Toole family members that are helping them running the business. All absolutely fucking dead talented, lovely people. Like they're over 25 years doing this. I remember when I first started, I used to see the O'Toole trucks coming up to Dublin. immaculate trucks, and now they have an immaculate fleet. If you know the truck, you only have to look them up. So that's, I think that's that when it comes to introducing. This is the first of 3 tolls on the way from Cork back to Dublin. This is, I think this is called, I'm not sure whether this is Waterglass Hill or Fermoy, I don't know what they call it. And you got one at Portlaoise. You got one on the M50, which is an overhead gantry style, and it's not like a drive-through like that. It used to be years ago, but you got rid of that. I really am sorry for the sniffing and the snorting and the, well, I don't know when you can hear it, but you don't even know me. You don't know me, so you don't know the voice. See this kind of clownery. See this fucking idiot. I have to fucking slow down now too. Now I'm beginning to sound like Kelly giving out. I'm trying my best not to give out. Not a New Year's resolution, I just made. Just came to the realisation that I'm actually a rather grumpy fucker on the road. So I'm trying not to give out too much. Right, that was Rat Cormac toll that we were at. I'll let him on. Got a bit of distance between him and us. Jesus, listen to me saying us like somebody's actually joining me on this fucking epic voyage. From Dublin to Cork, from Cork to Dublin. There are a lot of hills, obviously up and down. Yeah, there are lots of hills. I don't know why I told you that. It's kind of, it's of no use to you, really. those people, if I do continue to put these on YouTube, who I will be on camera. I have a face for radio. I'm not broadcastable, full faced. So that's probably not going to happen. Maybe it will. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not one of those people that you. My camera shows. Our head's like a well-chilled coffee. But I will endeavour to try and get the camera working in a better way. So if I am travelling along those roads again, you might be able to get a better view of what's going on. I'm not a photographer. I don't know anything about cinematography or setting up cameras or anything else. I know how to steer a truck backwards and forwards, kind of. And I know how to open the back doors of the truck. I know how to load it and unload it. But I don't know much about recording video and making it interesting. That's for the Oliver Stones of the world. I'm just an idiot steering wheel attendant who would like to share 5 kilometres when I have coffee. So I'll be in better form then. I actually feel myself getting uplifted by the factor of that much closer. Right, yeah, so just to finish off that meandering mad thought process. I don't know about camera work, so I'll have to learn a bit. If this is at all interesting to anybody, hard to tell. It's hard to know whether anybody would be interested. Yeah, so I'm driving an R450 right now, top line, right hand drive, doing fridge work, and it's a nice clean lorry. It's not a bad truck. Might include a thumbnail of it just here somewhere now, just so you see it. And next week, I think this is a 2017 reg. I think I'll get the 2018 reg next week. And it'll be the new shape Scania, so it'll be an S500. I don't know whether it's I don't know what way Scania is fixed now. The way it used to be was you drove 144 530, and that was a 14 litre. So the 144 stood for, it was a 14 litre and it was a 4 series. So that was the 144 part explained. And then the 530 was the horsepower. And then you'd have a nice V8 badge on the truck as well to tell people that you were driving a V8. And if you were driving a 124 420, that was just a 12 litre 4 series 420 horsepower above the V8. Then the R series came in, and there was all sorts of R's and G's, I don't know, fucking elbows and apostrophes and fucking everything else. And I know ranting again, just the R was kind of okay, you could understand it. And there was a high line and a top line then, they had it and then a low cab, or low line. Sorry. And then they came in with the S, the new shape, the new generation. But they had all sorts of, like the high line was actually a top line, and I don't even know. I know I'm going to get this all fucked up, so I'm not even going to get into it. because you had you still, even though you had a new generation, you still had Orcams, which I think were what the original Highline was. I'm actually going to stop there because the confusion, well, it doesn't take much for me to get confused actually. Just before we say anything else, this is where we're turning off to go and get coffee. Coffee is also a code word for chocolate, just so you know. As I said, I love chocolate. I've been thinking, it's just one of those things I do love chocolate. I have to stop, but because no, I'm not turning. I'm already a fat fuck. I want to give the old truck a look around again when I get here. Just make sure that I didn't batter something off on that road. I tell you, if ever you want to proof test a truck to see whether it can withstand the daily life, or if you wanted to see how much damage would be done to a truck over a 3-year period, send it to Ireland for a month. That'll simulate 3 years worth of driving in a month, because of how shite the roads are. Now, as you see over there, actually no, it's not bad here. There's no trucks. So I'm going to go around to the back here. Fucking sun in my eyes. I'm sorry about the sniffing and the right, we'll just park here. And let that be that. Now, it's an hour and 45 minutes nearly of recording, so it'll probably be chopped down. But for now, I'm going to cut you loose and chat to you in a while.